Good morning, students. Welcome to you to the new mode of learning and teaching. I am Sujata from Chemistry Department, here to share with you few things about chemistry. Chemistry is a part of science. It's a branch of science which deals with matters, properties, structure, composition, laws governing all this is being studied under chemistry. Okay? Chemistry basically has four branches: physical, inorganic, organic, and biochemistry. These are the four important branches of chemistry. Now let us understand, do we really necessarily need to study chemistry? Chemistry is everywhere. You take a small toothpaste, it has chemicals. You take preservative, it has chemicals. You take artificial sweetener, you have chemicals there. So you need to know about chemistry and chemicals. Then, do we have really chemistry in our future studies? Obviously yes. If you take engineering branch, you have chemistry in the first and second sem. If you take medical science, throughout the study you have chemistry. So you have to study chemistry. You need to know about chemistry if you want to pursue your study further. Okay? Now coming to the four branches of chemistry: physical, inorganic, organic, and bio. These are the four main branches of chemistry. If you see the spread of syllabus in first PU and second PU, in first PU, you have physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry. Whereas in second PU, you have all the four: physical chemistry, inorganic, organic, and biochemistry. Okay? Apart from this, we have something called as general chemistry. Now, what do we study under general chemistry is whatever the basic concepts you have in chemistry. Like for example, some physical quantities, measurements you study under general chemistry. Physical measurements related to whatever chemical reactions you are studying, matters you are studying, substances you are studying, that is studied under general chemistry. Okay? Then what about your structure of atoms? Basically the whole chemistry subject is dependent on the structure of atom. You should know about structure of atom. That is studied under general chemistry. And classification of elements is studied under general chemistry. So in first PUC, you have general chemistry, you have physical, you have inorganic, and you have organic. But coming to second PUC, you don't have general chemistry. You have physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, and biochemistry. Okay? Now, I'll highlight few important topics in physical chemistry. In the first PU syllabus, under physical chemistry, you will be studying about states of matter. Okay? Second chapter, it will be thermodynamics and thermochemistry. Okay? The last one is chemical equilibrium. So these are the three important chapters you will be studying under physical chemistry for first year. Okay? For second year, the chapters are like this: solids, solutions, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, and the last one, surface chemistry. These are the chapters you will be studying in second PUC. Okay? So we got an idea about what is chemistry, we got an idea about different branches of chemistry, you got an idea different chapters under physical chemistry. Okay? So in both the 2 years, you do have physical chemistry where you will be talking about the physical properties of matters. Like you will be studying about colligative properties, you will be studying about structure of solids, you will be studying about redox reactions in electrochemistry, you will be studying about rate of reaction in kinetics, so on and so forth. So I will not go into detail of all these chapters, just a brief idea about what exactly is physical chemistry. Okay, now first few days you will be seeing, we'll be meeting you in online classes, right? Later on you will be having offline classes. So online classes you will be watching the videos, you will be seeing the videos, you will be studying everything, all the concepts in chemistry you will be studying over the video. You need to answer the questions, you need to answer the quiz. Okay, so this is how it has been planned for you for the next few days. Okay, so here I'll be stopping my interaction with you regarding chemistry. Later on you will listen to my colleague talking to you about different other branches of chemistry. Okay, thank you.
Dear students, welcome to Carbon PU College. I hope all are fine and safe at home. I also feel that most of you are already fed up staying back at home and now would want to go out of your home and go to college. Yes, this is Mrs. Shweta Acharya from Chemistry Department. My colleague Madam Sujata have already explained to you about the chemistry and the branches of chemistry. I also feel that she have already introduced you to physical chemistry. Now I will introduce you to inorganic chemistry. In your previous classes you have already studied the carbon and its compounds. So that comes under organic chemistry. Remaining substances you will be studying under inorganic chemistry. Now for your syllabus for both first and second PUC you have only 6 chapters. They are S block elements, P block elements, D and F block elements, coordination compounds, and metallurgy. You have already studied, I feel you have already studied the periodic table in your previous class. I hope that you remember at least the picture of the periodic table. Periodic table has got 4 blocks, S block, P block, D block and F block. For first PUC you have only S block elements and P block elements. Though periodic table is coming under general chemistry, you will be studying it under inorganic chemistry. You just have to know the properties of the elements present in the S block, P block, D block and F block. Okay. Coming to S block elements, we know that the S block elements are present at the first and the second group of the periodic table. From 13th group to 18th group you have the P block elements. In between S block element and the P block element you do find the D block elements, and below all you have the F block elements. All the elements of S group, most of the elements of the S group are called as metals. Elements of the P block elements are non-metals. D block elements are transition elements and F block elements are inner transition elements. I hope you are recalling all these points in your mind. Okay. Next you also have the D block and P block element, F block element. What you will not study in the first PUC, but you will be studying in detail in your second PUC. Then you also have chemical bonding. This chapter does not come under inorganic chemistry, but it comes under general chemistry. You will be studying only a part of chemical bonding. We know for any compound to exist, it needs to have a type of chemical bond. You have studied different types of chemical bond. Start recalling from now: covalent bond, ionic bond, coordinate bond and types. You have also attractions, weak forces of attraction, van der Waals force of attraction, dipole-dipole interaction. All these things you will be studying in this chapter. The very important concept in this chapter is valence bond theory, what we call it as VBT, and molecular orbital theory, what we call MOT. These two things are very, very important for you. Okay, so this much you will be studying in your first PUC. The remaining D block, F block, coordination compounds and metallurgy you will be studying in your second PUC. And metallurgy, I think you have studied in your previous classes. At least you should know the steps. You have ore concentration. After ore concentration, you go for roasting, calcination. These are all the terms what you need to know. Metallurgy, ore concentration, roasting, calcination, and different types of metallurgical processes. Coordination compounds are special types of compounds where you do find the coordinate bonds. This much you still have time until we meet next. Okay, so by then be prepared for whatever points we have discussed now. I will call upon my colleague who will brief you up with the organic chemistry. Thank you.
Hello students, I am Rupashri. I will be one of your chemistry teacher. Now I will be speaking about organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of carbon and its compound. It actually deals with the study of structure, composition, properties and preparation of carbon containing compounds, and also it includes hydrocarbons and the compounds which have other elements like nitrogen, oxygen in them. Now let us know the chapters which we have in PU syllabus. So for you in first PUC, you have this chapter, that the first chapter in organic chemistry will be some basic principles and techniques in organic chemistry. So in this topic, you'll be learning some of the concepts and fundamentals of organic chemistry. So you'll begin with the introductory part where we'll be learning the origin of organic compounds, then followed by structural representation of organic compounds, and also you have classification of organic compounds. So how organic compounds are classified, what is the basis of classification is learned in classification topic. Next you have is nomenclature. So in nomenclature you have IUPAC type of nomenclature. So different rules we have to follow in this. First we have to learn the rules, then we'll start naming the compound, and also by writing the name you'll also be learning how to write the structure of organic compounds. And after nomenclature you have another one topic that is isomerism. So isomerism, definition and how it is classified, examples for each type of isomerism is learned. Next you have is fundamental concepts in organic chemistry, followed by methods of purification of organic compounds. So the various methods of purification of organic compounds is learned in this subtopic. Next you have is qualitative and quantitative. So as the name says, in qualitative analysis you'll be you'll be discussing about the various elements which can be detected, that is covered in this topic. So like you have copper oxide method to detect carbon and hydrogen. Like that you also have various methods, that is Lassigne's method to detect other elements like nitrogen, sulfur, etc. Once the elements are detected, the next step is to find out in what composition these elements are present. So that is learned under quantitative analysis. So quantitative analysis also have different methods. So carbon and hydrogen are actually detected by Liebig's method. You have another one important method called as Geldahl's method, where you'll be finding the composition of nitrogen, and other elements composition can also be found out, which is done by Dumas-Carius method. So this is all about the first topic of organic chemistry. Next you have is hydrocarbons. So the hydrocarbons are nothing but the compounds which have hydrogen as well as carbon. So these are classified based on the type of bonds present in them. So they are classified as alkane, alkenes and alkanes. And one more class you have is aromatic hydrocarbons. In these type of hydrocarbons you have benzene ring. At least one benzene ring will be present in aromatic hydrocarbons. So in all this class of compounds, that is alkanes, alkenes and alkanes, one more class that is aromatic hydrocarbons, you'll be learning, you'll begin with nomenclature followed by preparation, and you have physical and chemical properties. So this is done in your first PUC syllabus. So from here, the chapters which I have mentioned here, these are all chapters of second PUC. So you have alloalkenes, alloarenes. So alloalkenes means it is if one of the hydrogen in aliphatic hydrocarbon is replaced by halogen, you call it as alloalkenes. In aromatic hydrocarbons, if hydrogen is replaced by halogen, you call it as haloarenes. And next chapter is alcohols, phenols and ethers. So hydrogen replaced by OH group in aliphatic hydrocarbons are termed as alcohols. Aromatic hydrocarbons, in them hydrogen is replaced by OH. Such compounds are called as phenols. In some aliphatic hydrocarbons, hydrogen will be replaced by alkoxy or aryloxy. Such compounds are called as ethers. One more chapter you have is aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. So the functional groups in them will be, in aldehydes you have CH4, in ketones you have C double bond O, carboxylic acid COOH. All these are carbonyl groups. Amines means in this at least one or more hydrogen atoms in ammonia will be replaced by alkyl or aryl groups. So in all these topics which I said, you'll begin with nomenclature, classification, methods of preparation, physical and chemical properties, and some of its uses. So this is all about organic chemistry syllabus which we have to cover in PU syllabus. I'll stop here for today. We'll meet in next Google class. Until then, take care and stay safe. Thank you.